Good evening. We invite you to watch the English news on the essential television channel of the province. After nearly a month of work, the 15th National Assembly has completed the entire 7th session program with consideration and decision of many important contents. On June 29th, at National Assembly House in Hanoi, the National Assembly held a closing session of its 7th session. Speaking at the closing of the 7th session of the 15th National Assembly, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Bổng said the bills and draft resolution considered and approved by the National Assembly at the session related to many sectors, many fields, receiving great attention and following up from voters and people across the country. Human resource work has been carried out strictly in accordance with the party resolution and state laws. The National Assembly has elected the President, Chairman of the National Assembly, Vice Chairman of the National Assembly, and members of the National Assembly Standing Committee, approved appointment of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Public Security, approved member of the National Defense and Security Council. Regarding legislative work, the Chairman of the National Assembly emphasized that this is the session with a large amount of content on legislative work at a session since the beginning of the term until now. With a high approval rate, the National Assembly voted to pass 11 laws, considered and passed 21 resolutions, including 3 legal resolutions, give first opinions on 11 bills. The Ministry of Public Security announced that the issuance of identification cards will be implemented in accordance with provision of the law and guiding documents from July 1st, when identification law officially comes into effect. The Department of Administrative Management of Social Order under the Ministry of Public Security stated that all infrastructure, technical, and technological conditions are ready to ensure the reception of applications and issuance of identification cards for a season from 0 to under 6 years old, from 6 to under 14 years old, from 14 years old and above, and issuance of identification certificates for people of Vietnamese origin who have not yet determined their nationality from July 1st, 2024. When the identification law officially comes into effect, the Ministry of Public Security will implement the issuance of identification cards as stipulated by law and guiding documents. The identification law stipulates that citizen identification cards issued before the law takes effect will remain valid until the expiration date printed on the card. Citizens who wish to do so can apply to have their citizen identification cards replaced with identification cards, Clause 1, Article 46. Thus, identification cards hold the same value as citizen identification cards. Citizens currently using citizen identification cards that are still valid can continue to use them until they expire, at which point they must be replaced with identification cards, except for cases where citizens wish to replace their citizen identification cards with identification cards. With a theme, effectively utilizing the health insurance fund and improving the quality of health insurance medical services at local healthcare facilities, the Social Insurance of the Night organized a rally to commemorate the 15th anniversary of Vietnam Health Insurance Day on June 29th at Binh Hùng Park, Binh Hoa City. Speaking at a ceremony, Mr. Phạm Minh Thành, director in charge of Domestic Social Insurance, said that health insurance is a security policy of the party and state for the benefit of the people protected by the state and implemented by the Social Insurance Agency for the purpose of protecting and improving people's health. On June 16, 2009, the Prime Minister issued Decision Number 823, naming July 1st every year as the Vietnam Health Insurance Day. Taking July 1st every year as the Vietnam Health Insurance Day demonstrates the will and determination to realize the goal of universal health insurance, creating conditions for all people to receive health care, marking a step forward in development in the field of people's health protection and care. Every year, Vietnam Health Insurance is an opportunity to promote propaganda and mobilize people to participate in health insurance, moving towards universal health insurance for the health of themselves, their family, the communities, and society. motivate and raise awareness and responsibility of health insurance workers and health sector official employees. The rally took place with main activities such as propagating legal policies on social insurance and health insurance, stage media through propaganda skit, and giving social insurance books and health insurance cards to participants. On June 29th, Iran election agency spokesman Mohsen Eslami said the country will hold the second round of the presidential election after leading candidates failed to secure an outright victory in the first round of voting. Mohsen Eslami revealed the result during a press conference announced by Iran's national television. Mr. Eslami said that out of 24.5 million votes, former health minister and current senior lawmaker Masoud Pezeshkian received for 2.45% support, while former nuclear negotiator and current director of security agency Said Zalili received 38.61% of the votes. The remaining two candidates, Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bachir Walipaf and former Interior Minister Mustafa Mohammadi, received 13.78% and 0.84% support, respectively. The voter turnout rate in round 1 was 40%. With the above result, Mr. Pezeshkian and Mr. Zalili will enter the second round of the election to be held on July 5th. In relation to conflict between Israel and Lebanon, Iran delegation to the United Nations issued a stern warning to Israel that a full-scale attack on Lebanon would ignite a devastating war. On the social media platform X, the Iranian delegation declared, while Iran considered Israel propaganda about intending to attack Lebanon as psychological warfare, a full-scale military invasion by Israel would trigger a destructive war. Other options, including the full engagement in all resistance fronts, have been considered. In the middle of this month, the Israeli military approved an operational plan for an attack on Lebanon. This plan was drawn up after Israel was shelled by Lebanon's Hezbollah movement in a move that Hezbollah said was to show solidarity with the people of Gaza who were being attacked by Israel. You have just watched English news on the Essential Television channel of the Nile Province. Goodbye and see you again.